Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Promise here with some more StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm games. Thank you for all the subscribers, all of the positive comments and feedbacks in all of my videos. And I'm doing some more games. So that's kind of how it's working right now, guys. We are going to do a pretty high-level game between two amazing Koreans. I got the opportunity of casting these two in a best-of-7 show match. I'm not going to ruin who won the actual the prize money, but it was a very fun and entertaining set of games to be casting. So let's introduce who we have playing in this game. It is going to be our pink Terran player. Look at that pink, man. It goes beautifully with the actual background of this map. It is going to be our Korean Terran from Prime. It is MarineKingPrime, and his opponent, of course, in the left side of the map, spawning in as our red Protoss player from the team LG Incredible Miracle. It is going to be LG-IMSeed. Now, PvT, Heart of the Swarm, coming from me, I'm a Protoss player, and I love seeing other Protoss players succeed. That's kind of how the way it is. If you're a Zerg, you're probably looking out for the Zergs. If you're a Terran, you're probably looking out for the Terrans. So I'm looking out for Seed in this game. And a player that I followed very, very closely in Wings of Liberty early on in the GSL. I mean, he is a HotS champion. He's been to a few foreign tournaments, I believe. I know he was at the IPTL in San Francisco, where they were taking on Team Liquid in the Team League. They did win. You know, matter of fact, a little bit of not spoilers. This was done a long time ago, but just to let you guys give you a little bit of a perspective, Seed was kind of sent in as the ace for that little Team League show match thing that went on with IPL, and he won. So Seed is definitely a player with a lot of experience, not afraid to be the guy to be sent in for the final last words of his opponent before he murders them to win the cash prize. So definitely a guy that is very, very good. And MarineKing, a guy that is people say he's gimmicky, people say he is cheesy, people say he is just a bad player. But quite honestly, if you're cheesy, if you're gimmicky, but you can still play macro, you are definitely doing it right, and you're winning your games, and he definitely has had quite a good amount of experience as well compared to Seed. Many second place wins. He's kind of the guy that's known as second place, period, I guess. He is an MLG champion, so he does have a good victory under his belt. But let's see what we're going to be seeing from these players. It looks like so far, MarineKing going for a little bit of an eco cheese in this game, going for the command center first. Usually you would see, if you're... Let's Wings of Liberty, okay? I'm going to go back to the Wings of Liberty reference. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. But you can see usually something like a 3-racks follow-up following this very, very quick command center. But we'll see what the follow-up here is going to be for MarineKing. It looks like right now he's just mining, continuing to get the SCVs. Going to transition that natural expansion into that orbital command. Getting a very quick gas as well. So a little bit of mind games here. Seed, if he scouts this gas, he can assume that his opponent's going to be, he took his first and second gas in the main, but he's not. So, nice little trickery going on right now here from MarineKingPrime. Now, Seed going up to a Stargate. Ooh la la. I like this very, very much from Seed. Going to Chrono Boost out an Oracle. Really, really cool early play we're seeing here from our Korean Protoss. This Oracle against something like a 1-racks expand, it is going to murder Marines and murder your harvesters early on. I mean, you can easily kill something like 3, maybe even 4 Marines with the pulsar beam ability, of course, which is attached onto the Oracle. But we'll see how Seed decides to make this happen. Is he going to wait for a second Oracle? Is he going to go for just maybe even 3 Oracles? Sometimes you see people just go out with 1. So Seed right now is just going to wait a little bit. Probably going to go when he has 2. Follow-up for MarineKing, as I look in the production tab, is going to be a factory. And he did throw down a reactor onto this barracks. So, Widow Mines and Hellbats have become very, very popular as of late. Of course, if you're going to make Hellbats, you're going to need to get a tech lab onto this factory. So we might see a tech transition or just a mech army composition here in the later stages of the game. Starport being thrown down for MarineKing. So we're probably going to be seeing maybe Medivacs. Maybe Hellion drops, maybe Hellbat drops. There's the armory, so I'm assuming it's going to be Hellbat drops or just early Hellbats in this stage of the game. Now, Seed will be able to control the map. Going to start to swing around here with his first initial 2 Oracles. What does MarineKing have at the natural? Nothing. No turrets, no bunkers. This can actually do quite a bit of damage. Let's take out that workers killed tab. It looks like so far he's going to be up to 3, up to 4, getting so many kills, man. This is the power of the Oracles here in the early stages of this game. Seed really showing us, you know, kind of a really cool build. You know, going Stargate. Looks like he's not going to be all in with this at all. He's going to just throw down a natural command center, so he's going to be on 2 bases here very soon. Now, MarineKing did lose. If you look at the actual total amount of workers lost, 10 workers lost, actually make that 11. Seed just wants to kill more SCVs, forcing MarineKing to go ahead and drop them Yules. But in the production tab right now for MarineKing Viking, so nice little choice here to be able to try to clear out these Oracles. Oracles do a lot of damage, but they're very fragile. They are 60 health, or 100 health, excuse me. So they are not so meaty. They die pretty damn quickly. So, Seed right now, 52 supply to 38 supply of LG-IMSeed, aka MarineKing. It is going to be a robotics facility transition here for Seed. And usually you would see kind of, you know, a robotics bay, Immortals early on. But the thing about HotS is Protoss players have actually been going a lot of charge lot Archon and really focusing on gateway-centric units. Nice little scout there from MarineKing sending in the barracks, just going to confirm the expansion. But back to my point, Colossus and Wings of Liberty were easily countered by Vikings. And now Seed is kind of going to go for, I would assume he's going to make a Twilight Council, maybe even throw down a Forge as well to get some upgrades. But it's becoming it's just becoming more used when you're going Twilight Council, because you have a lot of options. You're not just limited to any sort of Colossus play. So that's definitely going to have to look at and see what Seed is going to decide to do now. Factories are starting to make these Widow Mines. We are seeing another barracks being added from MarineKing. If we look at the units count, just to compare Harvesters, 41 probes to 32 SCVs. So a little bit of an advantage right now going on here for Seed. Forge is going to be the follow-up here as well, and the Twilight Council. So my prediction was right, and this is going to be a very powerful army coming here very soon from Seed. Is actually hiding the Forge in the Twilight. Nice little positioning here with his actual structures. Going to get started on +1 armor. It looks like a medevac going to be in the main base right now of Seed. Seed's going to have to react to this very quickly. Widow Mines are going to burrow. Immediately we'll be able to evacuate these probes, but boom, it's going to hit a few probes. Not going to kill too much. Actually, maybe about 2 or 3 workers killed there. So Seed will be able to clean it up. He does have an observer. He's going to send all of his units there to focus down the Widow Mine. Of course, the Widow Mine has a cooldown, guys, so it doesn't keep hitting its missiles. Once it hits, go and kill it. More Widow Mines in the production tab for MarineKing, adding on 3 additional factories. 100% committing here. Tim Mech is going to be our Terran, getting his vehicles, weapons +1, so his upgrades not looking too shabby. And Seed now, you know, is he going to get Charge or is he going to get Blink? This is something we're going to have to look at. I mean, he does have a good amount of Zealots. Okay, I was going to assume it's going to be Charge Man. So in fact, Seed's going to go up to this Charge, going to start to continue making some Zealots. We compare the supply count, 92 supply to 80 supply. And MarineKing still just trying to control the map here with this medevac. Going to start to swing towards the upper left side. Does Seed have any defenses? He actually has his Templar Archives right at the natural expansion. This can actually be very vulnerable. If MarineKing can actually spot this, I don't know if he can kill it, but because this is only going to be Widow Mines. But he's going to burrow 4 Widow Mines. Actually going to play a little bit of mind games. Going to burrow 1. Evacuate with the remaining 3. Seed's going to be on top of it. We'll be able to send these probes back into his actual main mineral line. But back home, man, MarineKing has actually been just producing Hellbats, getting tech labs onto these factories. So we are going to be seeing, looks like the composition is going to be Hellbat Siege Tank coming out from MarineKing. He does have +1 completed. If we compare the upgrades, if I can just grab something here from Seed, he has +1 armor. So both players at this stage in the game are even in terms of upgrades. Some nice pylonage going down here from Seed. I don't even know if that's a word. If it isn't, I just made it a word. But we're going to see some proxy pylons coming up. Of course, to do any kind of counter aggression, warping some Zealots, run them into the natural. If MarineKing's even taken a third, which would be in this location or in this area, he can just warp in and do quite a bit of damage. But both players playing relatively passive at this stage. I mean, MarineKing really trying to do some damage here with the medevacs. Not really going to do too much. Both players very close on supply now, 120 to 113. Now we're finally going to see a good amount of Zealots on the map for Seed. Going to start to morph in these Archons. These Archons are going to be so important to be able to buffer for these Zealots, and they actually are very tanky. Archons are basically like Immortals, but the thing I'm worried about here for Seed is these siege tanks from MarineKing, producing 3 right now, has a good amount of Hellbats. Let's just look at the units count. 11 Hellbats, 3 siege tanks, good amount of medevacs, 2 medevacs, maybe even 4 or 6 would be very, very beneficial right now for MarineKing. But there's no Immortals here for Seed. This is what I'm worried about. I mean, he has a good amount of Zealots. He has, how many Archons does Seed have? He has 4 Archons. But now it looks like both players are going to start to swing a little bit to try to get into an engagement. Is Seed going to go first? Charge is completed. These Widow Mines are going to burrow. Does Seed have detection? He does have an observer, but oh my god, these Widow Mines are going to blow up on all these Zealots. So much carnage going down here. So much being killed, actually, for Seed. Losing like about 20 supply now down to 97 supply. MarineKing really controlling the pace of this game. And those Widow Mines, them Widow Mines, guys, killed basically every single Zealot. Look at this hallucination being shown off here by Seed. Of course, hallucination's free. He's going to fake that he has Immortals. Of course, when you're faking Immortals, you don't have real ones, you're in some trouble. So he's going to try to maybe, oh, excuse me, from the observer. Maybe he's going to have, you know, MarineKing kind of see them, but he's going to know he knows, 100% sure that they're hallucinating. Here we go. Looks like MarineKing going to start to gear up for possibly the final push in this game. 150 supply to 120. He has +2 completed. What are the upgrades right now for Seed? Only +1 armor. Nothing in the production tab. Looks like a medevac in the main base. Gonna drop 1 hellbat. Gonna completely catch the position of Seed back in the main base. And now this is gonna give MarineKing the opportunity to start making his way towards the natural. He does have siege mode. Of course, siege mode is free, so I don't know where I was going with that. But here we go. Hellbats gonna start to kill these Zealots. The Archons are not doing anything. Everything's in the back of the natural choke. Seed is gonna lose so much. Siege tanks are gonna siege. Seed is falling to 72 supply. These Hellbats are going to focus down all these Archons and these Stalkers. He doesn't have Blink. He doesn't have anything. All the units remaining right now for Seed is going to be this one lone Immortal. GG is thrown out by our Code S champion, LG-IMSeed, MarineKingPrime, taking the win away from this amazing Protoss player. So MarineKing is going to be the winner in this match. Of course, guys, if you want to check out the remaining games of this series, go to twitch.tv/claritypromise. All of the 6 games are actually up on that stream. I believe there are 5 games, so scratch the 6. But anyway, with that being said, thank you very much for tuning in. Good luck, have fun, and stay safe.